Hey everyone, Brian here from Legacies and Lost and Hound. And I just wanted to demo our first mini game that we're implementing in Legacies to show developers that accessibility is actually really simple and really easily achievable if it's implemented and thought of at the right stage. So we've created Legacies to be completely blind accessible, which is potentially arguably the biggest hurdle in terms of accessibility. And we've got a mini game here that relies on listening and using what you hear in audio to kind of navigate your way through it. And that's the game as well. It uses sonar heavily. So the game is, we call it frequency hacking. And you've got these 4 old radios, and you need to kind of sift your way through all of the radio distortion, which you can hear right now. And you need to kind of peel back the layers of distortion. There's a very, very short bandwidth of silence on each radio. And when you line them up, it becomes silence. And then you can hear the message underneath that you need to proceed with your mission. So I press S and I light up my first radio on top here. I press A or D and I tune through the stations. And I've got to find one that removes a layer of all of this distortion that we hear. There it is. So now I press S to go down to the next radio, and I'm doing the same thing, but the distortion is a different layer. It's a different sound. So let's listen to this one. There that one is. There's the silence. Down to the third radio. So I've really only got static left, but it sounds like there's maybe high static, maybe a bit of lower static. I'm not sure. Let's just sift through and see what we find. That could be it. I'm not sure. I'm going to go down. You can go back. So I'm going to press S to go down to the fourth radio, but I might need to go back to the third one. I don't know. Yep, so I just did the fourth one, but now I've just discovered that the third one I wasn't right. There we go. There it is. And you can hear very specific coordinates that will tell you, it'll give you your next quest objective, basically. Or some kind of extra findable thing that we call geocaching, which is like you wander around the ocean floor and you can discover these kind of boxes or time capsules or whatever that have been left for you. That was it. Thank you very much. So again, nothing that I just did and demonstrated was complicated in terms of game development. It wasn't complex. It wasn't cutting edge. It didn't take a really specific or difficult skill set. It just took a bit of sound design at the very beginning. That's it. So when you're developing accessibility, it needs to come from the very beginning. It needs to be a core part of your design structure. It needs to be interwoven with the skeleton of your game. It's the only way. And again, this is a process that helps you. All right, it takes it builds a bridge to just hordes of fans just waiting for you to make the game accessible. So this is something that will find you your first 100, 500, 1,000 fans. And that's really our biggest struggle as a game dev, is getting people to care. But there are people out there that care so much, they're just waiting for you, and it's up to you. So yeah, it's not hard. It just takes a different thought process, I guess, a different order of thought process. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.